everyone, I'm Greg Cochelle with Carly Railcar. I'm here in our warehouse today in Orange, Texas, and just want to do a short video on some brake components that hopefully will help you to be able to measure them correctly, so when you call us, you'll be able to tell us what type and what you need. First one I want to show you is a bottom rod, or a lot of people call them a connecting rod. And when you measure these, you always measure them from the inside hole center to the inside hole center. And that's how you properly get your measurement. Also, there are several different types, like a straight one, which is this one. You also have a double offset one, which means this one's offset on this end and this end. And also, there are some that are straight and have one offset on one end, and that's what you call a bottom rod or a connecting rod single offset. Now also, we measure a brake lever, which is very important. As you can see by looking at this one, they have usually marked on every side. This is an 8x14 straight. The proper way to measure these are from the center of the hole to the center of the hole of this end, and then from the center of the hole to the center of the hole on this end. Also, you need to make sure you measure these holes and the center hole of what size they are, because usually the center holes are a little bit bigger than the outside holes. They come in a variety of sizes. There's 8x14 offsets, 8x14 straight. I have one here that's a straight 5x10. You still measure it the same way from inside hole center to outside hole center, inside hole center to outside hole center. But always look very closely on these, because they will help you out. On one side, it's going to say a 5x10, 8x14, or 7x14. They come in various sizes, various lengths. You do have some that are toed at the end. That you also need to measure the hole the same way, and then measure from the bottom up to the top. Now I want to show you here on a brake pin. The proper way to measure a brake pin, or any type of pin here on the rail car, you measure from underneath the head to the center of the hole. Then also, you need to turn around and measure the diameter, because we have to have the length correctly and the diameter of the pin, so we know which one you want. As you see right here, there are many different lengths of these pins, and also there are many different size diameters. For instance, if you can see this one right here, it is definitely diameter bigger than the other one. Also, you can see that is longer. So you got to measure sure that you measure them properly, as you have many different sizes. That way, when you call us, we can identify a lot more easier what brake pin you are looking for. Also, I want to show you some clevises here that are used. And when you measure these, you measure them from the hole to the hole, and also properly it helps us give us the depth and the size hole. But you have the straight part close to you, then as you can see on this one, it's turned to the right. So this is a right-hand clevis. As you can see on this one, that I'll hold up right here next to it in my left hand, it's a left-hand clevis because it's turned to the left. Also, you have different types of regular straight clevises. You have some that are long, some that are short. There are a variety, many types. The proper way to measure this clevis is from the inside of the loop to the center of the hole. And then also it's helpful to give us the width inside to inside, so we make sure we give you the correct one. Here are two, for example. One is a lot longer than what the other one is. Also, you have types of clevis that I don't have one here with me. Yes, I do. I apologize. You have these two. They're right here. These are 14-inch, but you also measure them from the inside again to the center of the hole. Put these holes towards you, and as you can see, this type, these may look the same, but they're different. The one in my left hand is a left-handed twisted clevis, because you see that it is turned around and it's that way. That makes it a left-hand clevis. Also, you look at this one more closely, and it's a right hand because it's turned to the right-hand side. And they make these in several different lengths and several different sizes also. Now here's what you call a straight clevis. You have many different lengths, many different sizes, as you can tell by these two. Again, even the straight ones, inside, center of the hole, and the width. And what is also very helpful, most of them are standard, was always helpful if you give us the inside diameter of the hole, just so we double check and make sure you have the right type. Now here in my hand I have here, these are what you call brake jaws. They come in different lengths, different sizes, and you always measure these from the inside to the center of the hole. There's the diameter of the hole. But also caution that you have to watch. I don't know if you can see the rating on this, but this one here in my hand to my left is for a 7/8 solid rod, in which they'll tell you right there, because the 7/8 rod that goes down inside there. On this clevis right here, it says 3/4 inch, so it's going to take a 3/4 inch solid rod to fit this brake rod jaw. Now here, just a minute before I close this video, I want to show you some different types, and we have many more. This is a 3/4 inch train line hose that they use for the cylinders. So actually it's a cylinder hose, not a train line hose, although it's used on a train. And usually, like the length of this one, average is 28 inches on most of them. It's from the end to the end of the hose. But remember, you have to let us know, is it an end like this one, the capsule on it, that's a threaded. This is a 90-degree standard fitting, no swivel, no nothing. So when you're ordering a cylinder hose, you need to know what both ends look like. Also, you have a cylinder hose like this one. As you can see, it's a swivel flange on this end and straight. You look at this end, as you can see, when it mounts to the brake cylinder, it has a 90-degree. So knowing these fittings on each end is very vital that you let us know when you're ordering. Also, here's a common 3/4 inch cylinder hose. As you can see, on this end, it's a 90-degree bend, and on this end, you also have the swivel on it. But you have to make sure you know which end, how it's bent, because if you look at them like this, you see how they're both 90 degrees this way, that way, or if you do it that way. But you can tell they are different because this one goes straight down, this one goes straight down, and it's facing out. Here's where you got a 33-inch train line hose. And a lot of times they use these when they hook the last car up to the locomotive. And they measure from hose to hose what you got there, and then the overall length from the center to the center, or from here to here, is like right at 33 inches before you get to the fittings. I apologize. This is the 22-inch hose. This is a 33-inch hose. I knew I'd make an error before I finished this video. I'm not very good at talking, although a lot of my customers tell me if I'm not talking, I'm not feeling good. So here's your 33-inch. Here's your 22-inch. If you have any questions, feel free to call our office. Feel free to call me. All our information is on our website. Also on our website, we also have our catalog on there, which everything that I showed you here today, it'll show you brake levers, hoses, hand hose. There are diagrams in the back of the catalog. You can make copies of them, show them to your employees, your new hands that's new to this industry. If you have any questions, like I said, just call Carly Railcar or myself. All the information on the website. Over about 4 of us employees, we have over I'd say 150 plus years together in this. So we've been doing this for a long time. Myself, I've been doing this for about 35 plus years. I just want to tell you thank you for looking at this video, and I hope it has helped you in some way. I hope maybe it helps you to share with some of your new hands that you hired of the car repairman and be working on your car. And always remember, you can do things. Don't give up. Because Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You know, I couldn't close out this video with the scripture of God's word. Thank you, and hope you have a blessed day.